Are you doing good? Don't get discouraged. That's what I want to make clear as I start this morning. Don't get discouraged. Life happens. There's real challenges in life. And this is something that God is very patient with as we begin to trust Him with our lives, with everything in our life. And it's not too late. If you're new to the experiment here, you've missed the first couple weeks. Really, in a lot of ways, we're just getting started. So jump in and join us here as we experiment together with this idea of God being first. God being the center of our lives. Okay, I've talked about this before. I believe it to the core of my soul, I really do. That everybody worships something. Everybody worships something. Whether you know it or are consciously aware of it right now, you are a worshiper of something in life. You can't help it. It's what you do. You do it all the time, perpetually. And if you're not worshiping God, you're worshiping someone or something else. And you can't help but do this because it's how you were made. It's how God designed us and wired us. He made us to be worshipers. And if you don't worship God, you'll still worship something because we can't help it. It's who we were made to be. Now that explains what happens the moment that God is moved from first, or the center of your world, to second or somewhere else in the line of priorities in life. This explains what happens the moment that you move God from first and compartmentalize Him into some certain area of your life. I'm a salesman. I'm a mother of 3. I'm a soccer coach. This is my work schedule. This is my home schedule. I do community events. And also I'm a Christian. And on Sundays I go to church. And that is the language that is usually indicative of someone not having God in the center of their life. Community is important. Our community activities, school activities, work, our career, our kids, all those things are important, but they're to revolve around God at the center. God who favors us. God whose strength supports us when we don't have the strength. God whose wisdom and timing is perfect. God who has our best interest at heart and mind. For life to work properly, everything was designed for God to be at the center. I'm talking about worship today because this is the key. This is the key week in this series that explains how we actually move from ourselves in the center, or someone or something else in the center, to God being in His proper place in our lives. God first. This whole idea of worship. I'm going to define what worship is. Some think that worship is a song or two at the beginning of church. And that is a very, very small aspect of what worship is. Here's worship. Worship is your response to what you value the most. Worship is a response. It's a response to an experience or a truth, something that you have recognized so much so in your mind or heart and your soul that it has become a very high value to you, a very high priority to you. And worship is your reaction, it's your response to what you value the most. How do you know what you worship? It's very easy. It's very easy to find out what you worship in life, what you really worship. You follow the trail of how you invest your time, your energy, your thoughts, your money, your loyalty, your affection. You follow this trail for a week or two, and you evaluate it honestly, you're going to find out what you worship. Scripture tells us that worship is our response to what we value the most.